better. A bit. I still feel overall just a little bit weak and run down. I keep forgetting to take my antibiotic, so it's probably a little bit my fault. I didn't set an alarm for that, so I just keep forgetting. But I am feeling a bit better. I actually put on makeup today. That's pretty crazy compared to the last video where I only felt up to putting on mascara. And all this week at work, all I put on was mascara. I didn't put on anything else. I just didn't feel very good. I went shopping today. I still have a little energy, so I'm going to make dinner tonight. And I think I'm going to make some tempura battered Oreos. Yeah. So today I am talking about my February update. Before I go into February update though, I wanted to talk about something that's been circulating the internet that I have seen quite a bit, that I have actually heard other people bring up to me quite a bit, that I have personally posted on my Instagram already. It really makes you think. And it is all it takes to spend $10,000 in a year is $27.40. I did the math on this. I was like, I don't believe that. So I multiplied $27.40 by 365. So if you spend an extra $27 this year on leap year, then you're even more. It actually comes out to 10,001. So it's like $27.39 or something to come up to. Or probably less than that. But yeah. $27.40 is all it takes. And when I think about how much money I used to spend at Walmart, not on things I needed, because I don't buy things I don't really need things from Walmart. I need laundry soap, basically. It's pretty much the only thing I need from Walmart. But when I think about how much I spent at Walmart every time I went into Walmart, I know where all my money went. That $27.40, that's where it went. It wasn't every day, but man, I spent 5 days worth of $27.40 at Walmart in one go. And I went to Walmart all the time to go shopping, or I would just go shopping to go shopping. So that meme told me all I needed to know about my life. It told me where all my money went. That's what that did. So if you can relate, comment down below. Tell me where you spent your money at. Walmart, Ross, Target. Those were my bad ones. Costco. Oof, Costco got a lot of my money. Yeah. Just, that's how I feel. So let's talk about my no-buy in February. First, let's talk about my wins. February was a hard month, so there are very few wins. My wins are I did my taxes and I got quite a bit back, enough to pay off 1.5 debts, or more than half that debt, with what I have set aside saved and what we have from leftover from taxes from the first debt. We should be almost paid off on the second debt, and if it's not paid off when we're with this month, then it'll be paid off in the next 2 months. So very, very close to our second debt being paid off, which is huge. Like, we didn't pay off anything. We just made debt. We didn't pay off anything. So we just kept acquiring debt. And then in November, we paid off our car. And then this month, or I guess it'll be in March, but we will be paying off 2 more debts, or very close to 2 more debts. So that's pretty insane for a 6-month period of time from somebody who's not really been focused on paying on those debts, but been focused on making debt. So that's my big win. And my second win is I stuck to my rules pretty well. I struggled hard with my emotions this month, but I didn't go out and like spend a bunch of money. I didn't go out and buy food. I did want to. And I didn't write down everything I wanted this month because it wasn't really interesting. It was just little things like snacks and foods, and it was all foods that I wanted to buy. It was not really anything, like it wasn't like I didn't see a Harry Potter China set like I saw last month. But I have more of that in my struggle. So let's talk about the hard times. Overall, I struggled seeing the amount of money left over in my bank account after my bills were all paid and after groceries were bought, because after groceries were bought, there was not much left for debt. The nice thing is, the good thing is, none of the money I personally make from my job goes towards bills. It is all extra money. We manage on Steven's 2 jobs. So everything I make is extra and I'm able to set it aside. And so I was able to save up $600 in January and February in tips for account. And in January and February, I also put $600 towards my emergency fund. I couldn't remember what that was called. And I put over $250 towards, we have monthly counseling bills, so everybody in my family is in counseling except for the baby, and so I just saved money aside for counseling. So, and here's the hard one. I have my medical marijuana card, and I use marijuana medicinally for aches and pains as well as PTSD, depression, anxiety. It's not actually prescribed for depression, anxiety, but I do use it for that. I spend quite a bit on that. I have cut it down by changing how I smoke, and I keep trying to find ways to cut back, but unfortunately, medical marijuana is not cheap, and so I do have to pay for that out of pocket. So it is kind of spendy for me. I spend about like $120 every 2 weeks, so it does, I pay for that out of my tips completely. I don't take any money out of the account to pay for for that specific medicine. For the medicine that I do take for my depression and birth control, I do pay for out of the account because that's covered by insurance, and so, yeah, whole other thing. But, so overall, I save almost everything I make is saved towards debt or towards an emergency fund. We would not be anywhere without my job. We would be very far behind. And so overall, I struggled seeing the amount of money in my account, but the amount of money I actually have is much higher than what's in my account. So it's been a very big struggle, a very, very big struggle. I can't tell you, like, I can't even begin to explain to you guys how hard this has hit me and how depressed I have been over it, and how much it affects my day-to-day life, seeing how little money we have and how I continue to blame myself for these problems, even though it's not just my fault. It is the family's fault. We've all been there. We've all done things. And my husband keeps trying to convince me that it's not my fault, but as somebody who has been blamed their whole life for everything, I take the blame and I put it on myself, and that's why I'm in counseling. So, working on that. My counselor and I have talked a lot about my finances recently. That's been our main focus, is trying to get through my finances in a healthy manner, and unfortunately, it's been very hard. So I have struggled really hard with that, and depression over my money has been very hard. So that's the other thing that I've struggled with this month, is being depressed over my money. And I struggled this month when I had to go into this little boutique that's in my town called Nature Baby. They have the cutest, the absolute, I mean, it's boutique quality stuff, you guys. It is so cute, but it's so expensive, and it's not a need. It's really not a need. That's a store that you go into and you are able to spend money because you have money or because they have something that you need occasionally, but really it's mostly just a store that has really good quality stuff and really good quality vanity stuff that they have amazing deals on car seats. They have amazing car seats and they have amazing carriers and everything, but it's not something that you need to get all the time. So it's hard to go in there, but they have the cutest baby clothes and the baby bows and shoes. And it was really, really, really hard to go in there and only buy laundry soap for my diapers that I need to strip my diapers. You guys, if you know Nature Baby, if you are in my town and you've been to Nature Baby, you know what I'm talking about. And if you ever come to my town, you need to go check out Nature Baby because it's an amazing store. Just wonderful, wonderful store. I cannot express how much I love that store. But it was so hard. I just wanted to buy everything. I wanted the baby clothes and I wanted the baby bows and I wanted the baby shoes and I wanted the baby toys and I wanted the baby plates and I wanted it all. And I struggled really hard being in that store, and I looked around a little bit, but it was kind of like someone in one of my no-buy videos that I was watching said, when I went into a store, I would look around and I would look at everything and then I would be like, why are you looking at this? You can't buy anything. And that like really hits me because I can't buy anything. Why am I looking at stuff? Like, there's no reason for me to look in that store. Go straight to my laundry detergent, grab the laundry detergent and go. I don't need to be looking at anything else. So I left my husband in the car that day so that I would not be tempted to browse. But it was still a struggle. It was still very hard to be in that store. Okay, so let's talk about my wasteful purchases, which someone last month tried to convince me, one of my friends tried to convince me that my roses weren't wasteful. And I had to explain that I'm being overly critical of myself. I'm being overly critical of my purchases because I am trying to change years worth of buying habits that are just incredibly unnecessary and wasteful and just aren't part of my lifestyle anymore. And so I am trying to criticize every little purchase that I make and make sure that it's a necessary purchase, which my groceries are definitely not all of them are necessary purchases, and so I really should be a little harder on myself with those. But I can't be overly critical on myself about everything, so I'm giving myself a little grace on my groceries and allowing my grocery to be just a little out of hand, not too bad. But overall, I'm just being critical of my purchases because this is important to my lifestyle, my low-waste lifestyle, and this is important for me to change my spending habits and change my life. I don't want to be in debt for the rest of my life, so I'm going to be critical now, and I'm going to say flowers are wasteful. And so the two wasteful things that I bought this month, which I already posted about one of them on my Instagram, and it was hard to say it was wasteful. It's hard to say this is wasteful. It's already dirty. Don't mind it. I have a toddler who thinks this is her best friend. The toddler picked this out. She deserved it. We always go to this little kiosk in the mall or in the store, and she always goes and plays with the toys, and she always gently puts them back, and she never throws a fit. And I just wanted to say yes to her. I wanted to say yes to her buying a toy that was at that little kiosk, and it was $5. And she loves this thing, and it looks like our dog, Luna. And I just can't see it being too wasteful when I see her loving on it. It's hard to say it's wasteful when she's so happy and so joyful with this thing. But I'm being critical here, so this is a wasteful purchase. I should not have purchased this. There was literally no need to purchase this. So it was $5 that I wasted. And this is not exactly a wasteful purchase because it will be used and it's technically low waste, but it is wasteful because I didn't actually need it. But I got straws from this wonderful woman who I met on a Facebook group, and she lives in California, I believe, and she blows glass. She does these beautiful marbles and really cool straws. So for $5 for a review, which will be coming, she sent me 3 straws, which she sent me these 2 beautiful, really long ones. Really thick glass, really awesome. Like I said, the review, I have a hair on my nose, you guys, and it is itching the, it's making me, so I'm not picking my nose, I'm not wiping my nose, I just have a hair there that's driving me crazy and it's tickling my nose. But really beautiful straws. Like you can see that color on my camera a little bit. The top one's like a more blue-green and the bottom one's more green. But little lovely woman. I mean, she's rad looking, you guys. I really like this lady. She looks like I should be friends with her. That's what she reminds me of. I really love her, and I love her artwork, and I love her marbles and her glass. She's Pacific Northwest Glass, I believe, is on her Instagram. I will link it down below so you know where to go. And like I said, a review will be coming, and I will review a bunch of different straws. She also sent me this little mini straw, which I haven't had a use for yet, but I can't imagine I won't have a use for it at some point. And it's perfect size for my toddler, who we did drink out of the smoothie with this glass straw, and I supervised her real well. She did great. My little 2-year-old did wonderful. So yeah, I dig them so far. But like I said, review coming. Those are my 2 wasteful purchases. $10 this month instead of $5. If I keep going, the next month's going to be $15. I'm hoping that it's only $5 or $10 still. I can feel less guilty about $5 or $10 when it keeps doubling and going up. Then I start to feel a little bad about myself. So we'll see how March does. I am trying to be optimistic about March. I'm trying to just restart. I'm trying to... It's a new month. I want to start over. So March is a brand new month. March is a new month. That's all there is to it. New goals, new aspirations. Okay, what I actually bought. You guys, I bought my shoes. These are disgusting right now, but these are Allbirds. They are sustainable and ethically made. They're made in California as well. They are made out of sustainably harvested wool and I believe cotton. The shoelaces are made out of recycled plastic. The eyelets here aren't even metal. They're made out of fiber. They're made out of a plant-based material of some sort. And the soles are a special rubber. I think those were also recycled, but I can't remember. I wear these to work. And you guys, I work in a sushi restaurant, a sushi hibachi restaurant. So I spill soy sauce on my shoes every day. No joke. Like, no exaggeration. I spill soy sauce every day. I am wiping soy sauce off of these shoes every day. Can you see a single soy sauce stain? I can. It's very light, but right here, there is a little soy sauce stain. I have spilled so much soy sauce on these shoes, and all I do is grab the sanitizer rag out of the sanitizer bucket and wipe off my shoe. I haven't even had to wash these, and they look so clean. Like, they're a little dirtier in person, but they still look so clean. And I spill soy sauce every day. Every day. Soy sauce is on my shoes. Every day. Freaking day. I have a problem with soy sauce. These are washable, though. In the washer, not the dryer. So I will update everybody when I wash them and see how they do. These are so comfortable, though. So comfortable. I wear them for about 6 hours usually. It's going to go up in the summertime, so I will let you guys know how 8 hours does on my feet. But they're really comfortable. I really like them. I love the color. They are made in batches, so you may not be able to get the same color I did if they sell out of this color, but they put new colors all the time. They batch make shoes, and then they make a new batch, and then they make a new batch, and then they sell off the first batch, and then they sell off the second batch, and yeah. Anyways, very cool company. I really like the shoes. I'm excited to try them out. It's interesting because Bizzle just made a video about them as well, and I bought them I ordered them before I saw that video, and then I saw her video, and I was like, oh, yay! And she said they were really comfortable, and honestly, they have been really comfortable. My last shoes that I bought were Skechers, and I had to get inserts for them, and my feet really hurt, and these ones do really good. I bought a pack of brushes. I told you guys I needed bottle brushes last month, and I did buy a bottle brush. I was going to buy it off of Earth Hero, but then I got gift cards for Amazon, so of course I had to purchase off of Amazon because it's no spend. And so for $7, I got a pack of 3 brushes versus I think it was $9 for 1 brush on Earth Hero. So one of the brushes I got looks like this. The other one's a bottle brush that is made out of this same wood, and then it's got the light colored of these things poking out of it. And then the other brush that I got is diamond shaped, and it has these same brushes on it. So far, so good. I was really looking for a brush that I could just throw in the compost when I was done with it. And these brushes are all can because this is made out of an agave of some type, and this is made out of an unstained wood. Here's the deal. I don't know if they're made sustainably though, because it was bought off of Amazon, and it's not like Earth Hero has that great process of a 5-step process of weeding out the people who are just greenwashing and weeding out the people who don't use sustainable materials and everything. So I don't know 100% if these are sustainable. I just know they're very compostable at the end, which is what I was looking for, and I couldn't find anything like that on Earth Hero to begin with. So I was kind of disappointed in the first place. So since I got those gift cards, I was like, okay, I'm just buying these ones from Amazon. And of course, I got the straws and the doggy. Those were purchased this month. We bought a lot of sickness supplies from Walmart this month. I actually haven't had to buy anything from Walmart besides, like, it was Pedialyte and Hall's suckers for the baby and Pedialyte popsicles and Tylenol and Motrin, and Steven had to buy mouthwash. So everything else was just either groceries or the sickness supplies for the baby and I. And that came out to about $60, which was a bummer. I didn't really want to spend that. I didn't want to go to Walmart, but there was no other choice. We needed those supplies for the baby. The baby was super, super sick. She ended up in the ER. It was a really rough time. She needed the Pedialyte. She needed the Pedialyte popsicles. She was coughing, so we needed something, and cough drop suckers are a great idea. They could be a little smaller. They got everywhere. On that note, we also paid for meds and doctor's appointments and co-pays. So we had an emergency room visit, a doctor's appointment for the baby, and then an urgent care for me and an urgent care for the baby. So overall, you guys, I hate it. I'm not looking forward to the bills that come with these. We've already paid well over $100, close to $150 between supplies and co-pays that we had to pay on the spot and prescription meds that we had to buy. So I'm feeling the drain on my account from being ill. I also missed out on 3 days of work, so there was no money coming in from me. That moment, my husband didn't miss out on any work. He powers through all his illnesses, and he didn't really get sick. He just kind of felt crappy for a couple of days, and he didn't even feel like he had to miss out on work. So it was just me missing work, but still, me missing work is still a lot of money to be missing out on. So unfortunately, we lost money, we paid money, and it was not a good week for us. And so it was not a good month for us either. My list from January's was the shoes, brushes, and AC filters. So I got 2 out of 3. I have a feeling the AC filter is just going to continue to be on my list until I make it to like Home Depot or Lowe's to check out those ones. I found a metal one on Amazon that I'm very interested in. The ones we found at Lowe's look to be plastic, and so I'm not as interested in those ones. They are half the price though. So if you're looking for an option that is reusable, but you can't afford $50 for a metal one that's going to last a little bit longer, then you do have that option. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided, and honestly, since I had to waste all that money on sickness supplies, I just wasn't really feeling buying a $50 AC filter when mine is doing just fine at the moment, even though it really needs changed out, and many people will cringe at that, but whatever. It's no big deal. It's not like it's killing us. It's not as important as Pedialyte was 2 weeks ago. So, my list for March. Story's birthday is this month, so we have birthday gifts for her. I'm going to try and limit myself to around 6 items for her. I am probably going to count the pants that I get as probably 1 or 2 items, because she does need 2T pants, and I don't really think that should count against her birthday gifts, so I'm not going to count those ones too harshly in there, but I would like to keep it to around 6 gifts. I'm just going to leave AC filter on my list until I buy it. You guys are going to hear this every month. It's going to be one of my procrastination things. It's going to be on my list probably till the end of the year. And you guys are just going to be laughing at me going, her list always includes this AC filter. And you know what? It probably will, but eventually I'll buy it. I promise. I have to buy seeds and gardening supplies. So seeds and dirt. I don't know what else might come up. Maybe when the farmer's market finally comes around, we'll probably have to buy some starts too for the things that don't work out at home. So we'll see. I do need to buy some seeds though, and I was trying to get that done the other day. I was trying to get it done in February so that it wouldn't count towards March, but now I'm just putting it on the list for March. It's important. We garden. It's important to my low-waste lifestyle, so seeds are a big necessity. And I did go through and plan out my garden, and then I also went through and checked off what I already had between seeds. And so I know what I don't need to buy and what I do need to buy, and we will see. So, and I'm thinking about buying a lotion bar. I told you guys I lost my lotion. I keep looking over there like it's gonna show up all of a sudden. It's just gonna be right there. Yeah. Story lost it, of course. The toddler. I'm gonna stop looking around like I'm looking for my lotion. It's not gonna show up while I'm on video camera with you guys. But Story lost it, and I can't find it anywhere, and so I've been using coconut oil, and I don't have any lotion, and I just want something more than coconut oil, because really, coconut oil is a great option, but it's just not what I want to use all the time. It takes forever to dry into your skin, and I want something more moisture than just coconut oil, because coconut oil is kind of drying. Like, it kind of dries out as it, like, adds moisture, so I would like to have a mixture of something. I suppose I could use up some of the aloe that I have. I think I have 5 of them. 5 bottles of aloe. They're not all full, but I could use up probably 2 bottles before I buy some. I am using that to make a face thing. At first I was just doing aloe and water and spraying it on my face, and then I realized I had all these extra oils that I had bought for some reason, and so I dumped some emu oil, some vitamin E oil, some bio oil, and the aloe and some water in a sprayer, and now I just spray that on my face. My face feels great. So maybe I'll use up some of the aloe before I buy a lotion bar, but I'm gonna put lotion bar on the list just in case I need it. And you guys, I broke my vape pen. And vape pens for me are pretty important. I've been trying to cut down on how much I'm smoking by using the vape pen. By hopefully I'll use less by using the vape pen. And I got these special little cartridges that you put dab into and then they go into the vape pen. And it saves me money and it saves on waste and it doesn't require a bunch of plastic. So I'm interested to see if it's saving me dab overall. I don't know. I'm still trying it, so we'll find out. But I broke my vape pen, and so I borrowed my friend's, and then I lost hers, and so I was going to have to buy 2 of them, but my husband thankfully found hers, so I can give hers back, but I still need to buy one for myself. And it's going to be probably about $30, and I'm just not looking forward to it, because I broke my vape pen, and I feel like an idiot for being so stupid and breaking it. And it's just waste that's going in the garbage, and it just, yes. So I'm also going to buy more of the cartridges while I'm there, so I think those are $5 or $10. So I'll probably be spending about $40 extra on medical marijuana supplies for March. So, yeah. I don't feel like that's too bad of a list. Dirt's gonna be expensive. We're expanding our garden this year. It should be interesting. I apologize for the long video. I didn't realize it was going to be this long. I didn't even know I had it in me to talk this long this week. I'm, like I said, still just not feeling the greatest. So that's all I have for you guys this week about my no-buy. Not a whole lot of stuff going on, just a whole lot of living through the daily. Oh, I did forget, I did go to a art studio with my friend for her birthday. For Christmas, we bought her a gift card, and then for her birthday, my friend and I accompanied her to the art studio, and so we paid for our own little art things, which I made it was a bowl that had a whale tail, and then I painted it to look like a bee. So it's a bee whale. Be well. Yeah? I'll try to remember to show it the next time I'm on camera so that you guys can see it. I'm not super artistic, so it's okay. But it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Overall, it was a struggle month. February was not easy. I had a hard time. Avoiding the stores has honestly been my biggest savior right now. Just not going places, not going to Walmart, not being able to go into the stores and look around has stopped me from spending the most money. Just saying I'm not allowed to go into that store has saved me the most money. Banning myself from stores has saved me the most money. So maybe that's where you can start ban yourself from a store or two. If you're like, I always spend way too much money in that store, just ban yourself for a week or two. Ban yourself for a month. Just stop yourself from going to that store for a little while and try to remember it's not forever. My year is not going to be forever, and I'm not advocating for anybody else to do a full year. Like I said, I never really wanted to do a year in the first place. I was going to do way less than that. But sometimes we get serious and we change our minds and we change our mindsets. And I don't know how many times I've heard someone's 30-day no spend turned into a year-long no spend. It's amazing what a little not spending can do to change your mindset. And aside from the depression this month, I'm feeling very good about where I'm at in this no spend. I'm feeling like I'm making progress, but I just feel like I'm being deprived a little bit. So I tried to not be too deprived. A friend of mine did treat me to lunch this month, which was very nice and very helpful. And I didn't reach out to anybody this month, which was partly my fault. I should have reached out. I reached out to my counselor, which is the most important person I could reach out to, but I didn't reach out to any of my friends and tell them I was struggling with my finances hard. So if you're like me and you're seeing your bank account balance and you're like, I can't take this, I can't imagine having less money in my account than this now, I can't imagine how I'm going to make this week work on these, how am I ever going to be able to pay off bills with this kind of money coming into my life, let me know. I'm in the same spot. I am struggling hard with my finances. So I think I'm going to sign off here and stop talking because it's just dragging on and this video is going to be forever and it's going to take forever to edit. So remember to join my Facebook group, Journey to Low Waste and Sustainability. We have the weekly challenges for low waste. And follow me on Instagram at EcoAriel. I post both low waste and no-buy stuff. A lot of inspirational quotes that I find about no-buy. Help you get inspired. That 2740. Save yourself $27.40 a day. Save yourself $10,000 a year. And as always, just remember to be kind to yourself. It's very important to remember that kindness to yourself will equate kindness to others. And so I'm just going to leave you with that as always. We'll see you next week.